Friends, today we're tackling some big claims. A name named Brother Joshua says he received revelations from Jesus, including a final date for the end of the world. And many are asking, is this true? Should we believe him? Before we dive into that, let me pause and thank all of you, my subscribers and everyone watching. Your support, your comments, your likes, your shares, they mean so much. Now, here's something I'd love to do. Tell me in the comments where you are watching from. Just drop your country's name below, and in the next video, I'll give you a shout out. I want to recognize you because you're a part of this channel. You're part of this journey. So with that said, let's get into it.
To assure them that the date that I have come with is the final one.
How do we know if Brother Joshua's revelations are truly from Jesus? The Bible gives us the test. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 is prove all things, hold fast that which is good. And 1 John chapter 5 is, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are from God.
So we can't say that he did not see what he saw. We can't say that Jesus did not tell him this. We're not supposed to say that. We are just supposed to let God be God, and God will have the last word. If anyone wants to have comments about that part that he said, it may rub some ears the wrong way, but hey, God will have the...
To just take everything that Brother Joshua says and say not to judge. The Bible says we need to test those spirits. The Bible doesn't tell us to blindly accept every claim that sounds spiritual. It tells us to test everything. The Bible is the final test of authority.
I want to assure them that the date that I have come with.
But the Bible clearly says, be no more time. Revelation chapter 10 verse 6 says that there should be time no longer. After the unveiling of the longest time prophecy, when it ends, the Bible says there will be no time prophecy. Anyone who comes along and says he's been given another date is speaking contrary to the Bible. The Bible says after the longest time prophecy, there will be no more time prophecies.
When it comes to if the gospel has reached the world, if it has reached everybody, there only God can know that.
The Bible says something otherwise. When you read Colossians chapter 1, Paul says the gospel in his generation had gone to all the world, that the gospel had been preached to every person alive in his time. In the book of Acts, at the day of Pentecost, it says there were people from all over the world, from every nation under heaven. So every nation under heaven was at Pentecost when they had the gospel, and they took the gospel to the spirit nations. Clearly the gospel went to the whole world in no time. And by implication, when Jesus said the gospel will go into all the world and then the end will come, during Paul's time, the message of the resurrected Messiah was taken into the whole world. It will happen again. How will we know? Translated Bibles into different languages, amongst other things, will show us how many languages have been reached, how many people groups have been reached. God did it the first time, he will do it again the second time.
When Paul talks about the rapture, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51 and 52, he says about the rapture, now I tell you a mystery. Now you have to hold on there.
Mystery.
Mystery. Why people don't understand fully about the rapture, about the feasts, what Christ was saying in Matthew 24:36, because it is a mystery.
When he speaks about the mystery, he explains what the mystery was. He says we shall not all sleep. Some will be alive when Christ comes, and some will be resurrected. That was the mystery that he was talking about.
I saw God with my own eyes.
When you read the book of Revelation, John, the beloved apostle, he saw Jesus and he fell to the ground face down as if he was dead. Daniel chapter 10, he fainted as if he was dead. When he was touched, then he was strengthened to be able to receive the visions. Ezekiel had the same experience, and Isaiah, the brother who claims to have seen God face to face, and apparently he has not had any physical manifestations. The Bible says something otherwise. be the judge. Revelation chapter 21 says, "Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men." Using the same language of the Feast of the Tabernacles, this is when Christ will usher his kingdom. The final feast, not the Feast of Trumpets. The Feast of Trumpets, according to typology, warns people of the coming judgment, which, according to the Bible, is the antitypical Day of Atonement. After the antitypical Day of Atonement, then the usher in of God's kingdom. We cannot violate typology. Christ cannot come at the Feast of Trumpets. The Feast of Trumpets was a signal to warn the people of coming judgment, not coming of Christ. Friends, to those who are wondering whether these prophecies by Brother Joshua are true or not, to the Lord the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. No light